Hey, what's going on, guys? Mindicu7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. It's episode number 103 today for the Season 3 of the season finale here at the Napa 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The finale here, but we already clinched the championship, as I will explain here in just a second. As we will go down into the standings order, of course, we are now 301 points ahead of Earnhardt. There's literally no chance that Earnhardt can catch us. We have won the championship. There is no chance whatsoever that Earnhardt from Kannapolis is going to be able to catch us. We've had a really interesting points situations throughout the entirety of the season. For early on, it was Johnny Benson being the favorite to win it all. Then we had some slumps from both Tony Stewart and Jeff Burton. Tony Stewart is somehow winless this year. He has one more chance to do it. Atlanta is a pretty good track for him. He does have one more chance to win a race, of course, this season. But people that turned on the Jets, it's Robert Yates Racing. Dale Jarrett with 4 wins all in this season. He was winless the last 2 seasons. He managed to get himself back to victory lane. Ricky Rudd also turned on the Jets. He was a main competitor in the mid part of the season, but unfortunately he fell off. Labonte was still trying to make something happen. He just won his last race at Homestead. Earnhardt with 3 wins, also pretty interesting there. But we have some new stuff going in for us today. We have brand new stuff. We're debuting our new chassis, of course, with the new drafting stat being 79, which is really, really cool. And of course, we're going guns a-blazing here because for some reason, Atlanta is just so difficult in this game. So we're hoping to fix that, of course. And we're all set and ready to go here for this episode or whatnot. So let's just have some fun in the finale, shall we? I mean, it's Atlanta. We have nothing to really worry about. I thought this was going to be the most worrisome race of the year, but it turns out it's not. So anyways, let's see you all on the track here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. All right, so our one and only qualifying lap rerun here around Atlanta. It's not going to be easy. This track, it's still very hard. I don't think our car is going to be even remotely quick enough for this race. This is essentially the final boss of NASCAR Thunder 2003, or in this mod anyway, NASCAR Thunder 2000. I don't think we're going to have that great of a day, even though we brought our best stuff possible. For some reason, it's just this track. This is the hardest in the game. AI just go very, very quick. And our lap time, it's going to be a 17th place qualifying starting spot today. That's not great. But what's great is we have Sterling Marlin and Johnny Benson on the front row. That's a really interesting front row, that is. Now, the setup that I cooked up, it's probably not going to be good. But at this point, I just don't care. We won the championship regardless, no matter what has happened. Wait, make sure everything's all correct. And it is. Like I said, it's nothing, something I worked really good cooked up. It's something. It's better than nothing. Let's go get this race done. We already won the championship.
We're live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia for today's Napa 500 on MRN. I think we're in for some incredible racing, judging by this track's history.
NASCAR doesn't use restrictor plates for this track, which is actually why it's one of the fastest speedways in the Winston Cup Series. We may see some speeds hit 200 miles an hour just before they dive off into these corners.
Ricky Rudd comes here with a top 10 finish average on the speedway tracks this year.
Yeah, he really turns it up a notch when we come to this type of track, and these speedways can be very tricky to get the hang of. He seems to know them all like the back of his hand.
The 56 car has really shown some muscle in his qualifying this year.
Yeah, that team has made great strides in improving their qualifying setups, and it shows with all the top 10 starts they've made.
After finishing second twice to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the Busch Series championship, Kenseth beat him out for Rookie of the Year in 2000.
And he did it without qualifying well. Despite only 2 top 10 starting spots, he posted a 14th place points finish and a win and 11 top 10s.
Yes. The finale is upon us. A long way to go. Hopefully we don't finish in the back. 81 laps to finish out the year, and we're underway here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're already gaining positions on the inside because, of course, we can. We just have a great takeoff speed. shifting up to 4th gear. Now this is where everything goes to crap. Look at them. They just all go so much quicker on the outside. It's like, you just kind of like have to block the runs as best you can, but I'm not going to do anything silly. I'm just going to park the bus here on the bottom here. Oh boy, if I don't slide up the track, that is. And, oh boy, yeah, Ricky Rudd's going to be able to make a pass on us here. The good news is with the drafting drafting stuff that we've done, we can definitely keep up with the slipstream, for sure. That's the thing I was worried about, because they kept pulling away from us the last time. Even when slipstream, somebody, oh, we just kind of bullied Matt Kenseth there. We're going to take that bottom back. We're still sitting pretty in the teens. I don't expect us to stay up here, though, even so still, because, as I said, they are very overpowered in this track, the AI are. I think it's like this in a base game as well. Or if it's just mod-specific about how strong they really are as we go 200 plus going into turn 1. Well, there's really no room for me to make a pass anywhere. It seems going down the inside if I want to make a move on Tony Stewart. No, they're just going to pull. Oh, God, they checked up right there. I think it was for Sadler or Andy Houston, who's making a long way to return back here anyway. He only made 1 start this year. I know he's a former winner, actually. He won a Talladega race back in season 1. Andy Houston, yeah, is a NASCAR Cup Series winner. I know, hard to believe. That's a story in and of itself. As we go 3 wide, we nearly tapped Stewart. We almost nearly set him in a shadow realm. As we're still holding on to 18th. We're just keep shuffling positions. I'm like, who's gonna take the 17th spot away from me? Is it Rusty? Is it Tony? It's gonna be Rusty this time. John Andretti already making some moves down on the inside. Man, this thing is so fast. Like, oh gosh, I did not mean to cause that. Sorry, John. All right, that gives us a little bit of breathing room there, but the leaders have checked out. What, our best lap's at 28:69. Nice. What's the leader's fastest lap? Because they are just gone. Labonte's leading the way. I just want to show you how stupid this really is. Their lap time is a 28:0. It's 27:9 for Jeff Burton. We're still like 7/10 off the pace, even with all the upgrades that we had against like the leaders. Like, what the fuck? The AI are just outrunning me everywhere. I definitely cannot hold it on the bottom like they could as well. Like, we're probably gonna get passed by Jimmy Johnson in this corner. Even Dallenbach's even fighting so hard on the outside in some of these corners. But yeah, we had to let Jimmy go by here because he's just so quicker. All the AI are just so much quicker in this track compared to us. Like I said, I don't expect a good day here, even so. I think that, well, the main problem right now is I can't hold the bottom. I'm holding my joystick all the way to the left, so it's... I think I have like the wedge of like -3. What did I have it at now? Yeah, -3. So I'm gonna have to make it even looser. I don't want to make it -4, but I feel like I'm gonna have to make a big swing in this one once again, in order to make this thing like just hold the bottom a little bit better. But I'm still like kicking the back end out every now and then. So maybe it might have been something I messed up in the suspension anyway. But we're still holding our own in the top 20. But the question is for how long. I don't even stand a chance. look at them. I don't even stand a chance. Even I'm in the midfield drivers. I don't even stand a chance. Oh my God, I can't even get back to the bottom even if I wanted to because Joe Nemechek there, and it's going to be Kenny Irwin that's also going to be down there as well. We are just absolutely struggling here. I'm going to have to give him a bit of a brotherly shove just to keep back what I want. We can definitely keep up somewhat on the straights, but of course the cornering is just non-existent. I'm trying to hold this thing to the left so I can keep up with the AI in terms of speed, but we just don't have it in the corners. So I mean, I had a lower downforce just because of the clean air stuff. You don't get to practice with a bunch of other cars in front of you like I was hoping for. Okay, but obviously the biggest problem is we can't hold the bottom, so the only way we can fix that is with the wedge. I cannot take the I cannot put any more of the fender flare out or anything like that to help us get this thing turned, but we're just hoping to like lap 40 or 41, I would say. I mean, we're not gonna have a last place day, so I guess there's that to consider. Yeah, this is already not good. The tires are already giving way. I mean, I'm abusing the shit out of them just because I'm trying to keep up. I just can't keep up with the AI anymore, even still. All these upgrades, all these chassis upgrades, all these engine upgrades, all these other upgrades that I put into this thing, it's just not happening, dude. It's just not happening. Atlanta is just so hard in this game. There's nothing, like, there's really nothing you can do, even with a good setup like this, like like I'm sure like other people have struggled at this track. I'm sure a lot of people have also struggled. Oh God, we're gonna back out of the gas completely. It slammed on the brakes just to avoid hitting the wall there. Good heads-up driving, I suppose, but what's not good heads-up driving is the fact that we're just gonna continue to fall like a rock here. Oh crap, we have a huge pack of cars behind us. Starting with Robert Presley and Jerry Nadeau. There's just no hope for this machine at all. Oh boy. No, nothing is okay with the car, my guy. Nothing is okay. Nothing will ever make this moment okay here. Oh goodness gravy. This sucks. I know I made the setup pretty bad, but I had to throw something together because this is just not happening. Oh man, the tires don't last. The grip's just not there. Even with all the upgrades we've done with this thing, it doesn't matter. They just curb stomp you still. Like, we're still in the top 30, but we have to wait until lap 40 just to do something with it. They're gonna catch us then. You wanna know about the annoying part about this is the car is actually feeling a little bit better now. Like as we're at this stage of this run. Like, yeah, it's looser, but I'm not like just plowing against the wall or anything. The problem is, again, it's just I'm too slow. I'm actually kind of keeping these guys at bay that are behind us. I mean, that's some silver lining there, but it's not really silver lining when you're, you know, the champion of the year, and you're fighting off against guys like Chad Little, and I guess that's Casey Atwood up there behind me as well. Kenny Walls is there as well. I guess like short run speed it's just not been great, but long run speed it's still terrible. But handling wise, it's gotten a little bit better. But these guys are still gonna catch me though. Yeah, I take back what I said about holding these guys off. I take back what I said. The front tires got red again, and it just kind of messed everything up. We're just holding off guys. We probably shouldn't even be holding off. They're all just ready to pass us down there. Yeah, I just can't wait for the next few laps. Pit cycle is already commencing, but I just need to make it to halfway. We're just kind of limping it to like lap 40. Like, yeah, we're in our pit window, but I'm kind of just limping it at this point. We're getting passed by Brett Bodine and Casey Atwood. We're holding on the 30th, but it ain't gonna last. I think that's Wally Dallenbach that we kept passing back and forth a while back. He's managed to find his way back up to me. Oh, brother. I think that's Kenny Irwin that's behind us. He's got tires. And also, I think the leader is still Bobby Labonte. I see him in my mirror just barely, but I think he's been leading every single lap of this race so far. I mean, good for him, obviously. I mean, Joe Gibbs is just always so strong here at Atlanta as I'm just skidding the tires so much. You can see how bad the tire wear meter is on the bottom right. It is, oh my gosh, it is so horrendous to look at. I wouldn't want to look at that either. We're probably going to get a lap before we get to pit road. Oh, it's loose, it's tight. I just body slammed Brett Bodine. That's going to mess up everybody that's back there. I might have just caused a caution right there by just racing Brett Bodine a little too hard. Oh, I just shook up the whole field back there now. I just shook that whole thing up. I just shook that whole thing back there, and I just bought myself time. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm just racing guys too hard. I'm racing Brett Bodine so hard. Just trying to do anything to keep this car from, like, not dying or so. It's like it's tight, it's loose, it just can't hold the bottom. So I know it's gonna be a bit of a jerker to make this thing looser, but that's what we're gonna do. Okie dokie, we make the hard left turn down pit road and say, get me off of this fucking shit. All right, Ford on the wedge. Still 22, because I think 22 is the sweet spot for the 1.5 miles. My God, we need to come on down. Bad. I do not like Atlanta. Well, at least the pit crew showed up to play today. We're back in 40th, though, and we're going to get ourselves back up through the field here. That's Labonte still leading the way, followed by Jarrett and Earnhardt. And we're going to respect the leaders here, try to stay on that very bottom lane here before converging off turn 2. And we'll try to continue where we're at. We're in last. Well, shit. We're in last now. Nowhere but up, I guess, right? Oh, a little bit of trouble behind us coming down pit road. I don't think that's gonna cause. I don't think that brought up a caution. We're 2 laps down in like in the 30s. Oh, that would have been awful if a caution were to come out right there in the middle of a pit cycle. You know it's bad when even after the pit cycle you're still behind Bobby Hamilton and Rick Mast. I mean, I'm all for Bobby Hamilton to finish ahead of me, but what the heck, man, with all these upgrades and we're still performing like shit. Lear's coming down pit road. I think Mark's got fresh tires now. I don't know. I know I'm sounding like a little whiny bitch about this race, but holy crap. This is just now I know how the AI feels against me, and what the hell? I thought I'd make this thing looser. Why are we going up towards the wall? Well, there's Dale Earnhardt behind us. See, if this was the other way around where he would be lapping me for like championship win, then it would have sucked. Thankfully, we already clinched the title now, haven't we? I told you Atlanta was going to be terrible. Atlanta was still going to be terrible without all the upgrades that we put on this thing. It's still bad. We're able to hold the bottom better, but I think it's because of the lack of front downforce I put on this thing. I think that's the culprit. Oh well, what are you going to do? Either you're going to suck at the straightaways, suck at the corners, or suck at both. Oh, actually, hold on. This time, we're actually holding the bottom a lot better. We're actually giving Mr. Excitement a bit of a run for his money. An epic fight for 31st as I try to recommit a pass in the grass. I never had this much fun fighting for 31st in my life, but he's going to be able to outrun me on that top side. There, we're going to try to sneak back in line. But we have our teammate Kenny Wallace also coming back with us as well. Trying to make that 55 somewhat useful this entire season, where he hasn't been since the Daytona 500, so a little bit of a snoozer year for the Square D55 for sure. I don't know how this is possible, but Ricky Rudd has a 7-second lead over Mark Martin. I don't know if he never came down pit road yet or what, but he's still leading out there. I don't know how he took the lead, but he just took the lead and is like pulled away from the rest of the field. I don't know how Bobby Labonte just lost the lead like that badly, but he did. He's leading out there, and he's not even close at the moment, so still got plenty. I guess I got some laps left before they go trying to catch him up, though. We're trying to catch up to Rick Mast. Having some success, it looks like there, so top 30 is on the cards. Kenny Wallace has fallen off a little bit, but I'm sure he'll come back at some point. We're just trying to hold off Mr. Excitement here in a 26 car before he does anything exciting against us. We're trying to catch up to that 14 car, as I just said before. Oh, he's gonna make a run on the inside. We're not gonna let that happen though. Yeah, the car's better. Like we're able to hold the bottom a little bit better. We're just not like just sliding up into the wall as much. I guess I was just not figuring out how to drive this setup as well. No, Jimmy, no. You're not supposed to pass here, sir. You're not supposed to pass. You know, I'm the anime protagonist here. You're not supposed to defeat me. I'm the main protagonist of this show here, buddy boy. Apparently, Ricky Rudd's an even bigger protagonist because holy crap, he is just. I don't know what they put in that car, but he's just gone. Where did he go? And also, the tires have lasted a lot better. It lasted 19 laps rather than 16 laps this time. So, yeah, we've already done a much better job with the tire wear for this thing. A much better job. The fight for the top 30 spot is on for sure, as we're still fighting against Jimmy Spencer, and now Rick Mast has fallen back just a little bit. We went for one. Can we go for two? No, we cannot. Yeah, our car is a lot better because we were like a 35th place car before. Now we're a 30th place car. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just having fun at this point. I'm just having fun. Like I said, there's really nothing to lose at this race. I was scared. You can tell. You can see the reason why I was so scared about this race. As somebody's blown up on the inside, so that's potentially a free spot. That is Dale Jarrett. So that will be a free spot for us eventually. So now we're all fighting for 29th here. I think that's the highest we're going to be able to finish, as if we can able to just hold off these guys. Ward Burton is a lead lap car, so we're actually going to let him, be courteous and let him go. And then try to get back to the bottom here. We're going to be courteous and let the 22 car go because blue flags are out for us. Oh, man. Yeah, the car feels a little bit better. Rick Mast is definitely struggling. You can see him falling off the face of the cliff. We're just using Ward Burton as a bit of a tow here, trying to give us a little bit more straight line speed when he does. Yeah, as I said before, the car is a lot better than what it was before. So I'm really proud of myself for making this thing a little bit better. I was a little scared about the negative 4.0 wedge to be, you know, a little bad. Like, I'd be, like, losing it off at each corner. But no, surprisingly, it's been helping us out quite a bit. Yeah, Atlanta is definitely the final boss of NASCAR Thunder 2000. Confirmed. Challenger approaching as we have the Giga Chad. Giga Chad Little is also have joined the fight here today at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the ultimate battle for 29th, it seems. Yeah, this is a legit fight for 29th, and Kenny Wallace is back again. Our teammate from into 55 is also trying to make his presence known here today, trying to get himself that top 30th spot because, you know, you might as well just try to fight for your own honor to see, like, oh yeah, I am the real 29th place car here today. As Chad Little tries to make a pass on the inside, we're going to say no, because you're in a Roush car. You should be up further up ahead. Where were you, like, at Richmond, where you actually, where for some reason it's the only track you're good at in this mod? We're just still fighting our hardest to get a top 30 run. We are less than 10 laps to go, by the way, because we are a lap down. Maybe even going to go for 2. I hope we can finish another lap down because I want this nightmare to end. 30th place, man. I mean, this is just awful. Even with all the upgrades we put into this thing, the game will still give you an ass whooping. It doesn't matter, dude. It will just continue to just dominate you, this track is. So I don't think we're going to be able to get back to 29th now, but we're going to try to hold off a 30th here. The Giga Chad is catching up to both Elliott Sadler and I think that's Robert Presley up there as I give Jimmy Spencer a bit of a brotherly shove to send him back a little bit. I think we can catch up to those two before anything else. So I think 20, maybe even 28th might be on the cards here at the very end of the day, but I don't know if we're going to be able to have enough time to catch up to them. We're trying, though. I'm trying to get every bit of slipstream as possible here, which means I might have to let the 8 car go, but oh boy, I don't even think I'm going to have a choice in the matter here. As also Kenny Wallace is also going to make his presence known as well. Here comes Bill Elliott here. I think he's also on a lap ahead of us. Yeah, I think he's a lap ahead of us as well, so you don't need to worry. Whoa! Oh man, that is the first time he's done that. We managed to keep it together, but I think there goes all the momentum that we had in the world. Try to catch up to both Sadler and Robert Presley, but not all hope is lost yet. We have less than 5 to go. Oh, actually, maybe all hope is lost now. Yep, all hope is lost now. It's gone back to the tight side. Yeah, tires are shot. I swear, Jimmy Spencer and I have just been fighting for this 32nd spot here, or 31st spot here. But essentially, all of this run here, all of this race, we're trying to go fight side by side, coming to 1 lap to go for us. The leader is taking the checkers. I can't tell who won. I'm pretty sure it's Ricky Rudd still. But yeah, we're still here in 31st. We're the last 2 cars essentially going to be finishing this race here as whoever won the races, congratulations to them. But we're still fighting hard for this 31st place spot. We're just literally just putting on a show for them, for the crowd at this point. Pennsylvania on Pennsylvania violence here. Trying to hold on to this bottom here for the one last time here. Mr. Excitement is trying to make maybe like one last exciting pass. I mean, this has been an excellent battle between me and Spencer the entirety of the day, but I come out on top this time. 31st place. Good God, I'm glad that's over. It was ugly, and it's Ricky Rudd that ended up winning today, and Dale Earnhardt comes home in 2nd.
There were only a few lead changes.
Yeah, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
The 56 car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
We're out of time here at MRN. We hope you enjoyed today's race, and we'll see you next time.
So it was Ricky Rudd that ended up winning today's race here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've already clinched a title, so obviously we're not going to show you the animation again like we did at Homestead. I have no idea where he came from, though, to take the lead away from Bobby Labonte. He just showed up out of nowhere after Labonte having such a great lead, like leading every lap until that point. He had a huge lead, too, at like one point, like 7 seconds or something like that. I don't remember. It's such a good bit. But a great season for us. A great season for pretty much everyone, really. Ricky Rudd included. Like, he was winless last year. A great season for Robert Yates Racing, going from a goose egg of wins to 8 wins this year. 4 with Ricky Rudd and 4 with Dale Jarrett. You know, congrats to Ricky Rudd and congrats to us for the title. Well, as I said before, I know you see the car in the background now. We already won the championship, so that's the reason why we didn't play the championship animation there, because you've seen it at Homestead already. So let's take a look at your results here today. I don't know where in the heck did Ricky Rudd come from to basically steal the win away, and he did, followed by Earnhardt in second, Jeff Burton third. Labonte was dominating the entire race, so that's weird there. I guess something must have happened in the pit cycle there to allow Ricky Rudd to just pull away. Rusty Wallace fifth. Tony Stewart has officially a winless season in his career mode. Johnny Benson 7th, Mark Martin 8th, Steve Park 9th, and Matt Kenseth with a pretty good top 10 run. As we take a look through the rest of the order here today, it is a bit ugly, I'm not going to lie. I mean, this track is difficult in this game. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it here. The only DNF is Dale Jarrett, but yeah, let's just go take the championship and go home.
Awesome job. You've got yourself a championship. Congratulations. But you still got a long way to go if you want to catch me. See you out on the track next season. Good luck.
So we have just gotten the word from Jeff Gordon. You'll see us next time in the next season. About that. So, yeah, we're going to be simming through 2003 to 2018. So we already knew about this. You've seen this happen already. You've seen this announcement in yesterday's video at Homestead about that. So we've won the championship by 201 points. Our season is as follows. In 34 starts, we had 14 wins. Oh, my Lord. Eat your heart out, Jeff Gordon. 21 top 5s and 25 top 10s with an average finish of 8.6. We've earned a lot of money. We won a lot of money. Dale Earnhardt had a great season for himself, too, you know. 3 wins is the same as he did in 2001. A little less top 5s, but a little bit more top 10s. He's much more... Well, he's not even as consistent. He didn't even have as much of a season as he did last year, and he was still managed to be in second in points, compared to this one being in 4th. So, on that one, Ricky Rudd manages to fight himself way back in 3rd, for getting his 4th win of the year after being winless in 2001. He had a great comeback year, the Rooster it has. What a great comeback year. Labonte also had finished 4th with 2 wins. Really nice stuff there. Good. I would say a good season, respectable season for him. Tony Stewart, though, no wins this year. It is rather odd. It's a bit of an off year for our opening season champion of this playthrough. Dale Jarrett finally got himself a resurgence year as well, winning 4 races as well. Nice stuff there. Jimmy Johnson, obviously rookie of the year. It's not even close. Although he didn't win, he managed to score 4 poles, 9 top 5s, 17 top 10s. You know, an average finish of 11.2, with his best finish being a 3rd place finish. That's still very respectable, seeing how you're coming from a Haas car or motorsports car. So, you know, respect. Unfortunately for Johnny Benson, he did not win this year. He does have 2 race wins, to his credit. Rusty Wallace, though, had been a bit of a lackluster year after being close to the championship both times. So he's starting to fall away, Rusty Wallace has been. And a season to forget for Jeff Burton, the defending champ. Only scoring 1 win, 11 top 5s compared to 21. I mean, yikes. Jeff Gordon finally gets a win in his career. He should have had 2, in my opinion. He should have had 2 wins this season, but I don't know. I mean, he finally broke something in his playthrough anyway for being winless. He's still pretty bad, though. Mark Martin also has 2 wins, a 2-win year for the first time since 1999, so very nice there. Steve Park almost won a race. Yeah, pretty much everyone I've talked about who've gotten a win. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. You, a legit winner at Watkins Glen earlier this year. His 1 win, 2 top 5s. He didn't even have a single top 5 at all last season. Or top 10. His best finish last year was 14th. Oh, yikes. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Yeah. So that was awesome this season anyway. So, once again, we'll catch you guys in the live stream this Wednesday and Thursday starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, we'll see you guys then. We're going to be having an epic play setup for 2019. The in-game year 2019. So I'm hoping for that. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel quite a bit. And as always, we'll see you in the next one in 2019. See you guys then.